And coming up next, it's a light heavyweight matchup between George St. Pierre and Corey Overtime Anderson.
Took a trip, now we taking sprints. I wasn't made the job. I'm on ships, rolling coast of Brook. I'm what's major now. Stop, boy. I got hot.
All right, so here he is, Corey Overtime Anderson. He has been an outstanding takedown artist in the UFC, and that really speaks to his wrestling background, Joe Rogan. Graduate of the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, two-time collegiate wrestling All-American. He's had a lot of seminal moments in the UFC, but really believes his best days are yet to come. Corey Overtime Anderson finds himself in another massive spot tonight.
This fighter has outstanding footwork. He is amongst the best in the world at changing angles and always being in a position where he can land against his opponent, but he's out of range of his opponent's counterattacks.
Is the UFC middleweight champion George St. Pierre walked away from the game after a 12th consecutive win in defense of his title against Johnny Hendricks in 2013, returned to the octagon in 2017. This is one of the most dominant takedown artists in UFC history. Stand-up skills as well, an outstanding jab, and he's back on the big stage tonight.
George St. Pierre is one of the top athletes in the sport. Great speed, great strength, and extremely talented. He's got world-class skills on his feet or on the ground, and he has dominated so many guys with his wrestling.
Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Anderson is 28, GSP is 36. Anderson is 4 inches taller. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 10 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Corey Overtime. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, George Rush St. Pierre. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, third man in the octagon for this one.
You ready? Let's go, come on!
Good shot to the body.
Slips the punch. Watch the shot here, Joe.
These guys are just standing in front of each other and throwing bombs.
Punches in bunches, timing perfect. You better play better defense than that. Well-placed kick there, Joe. Lands a big right hand early. Oh!
Oh, he hurt him. Bad. Bad. Big left hand.
Well, his opponent found an opening there to the body. Nice hook shot there, but as he leans forward in trying to get into his own striking range, he's going to pay the price there to the body. Got to be careful. You don't want to eat too many of those power hooks downstairs. Lands a strike there. Anderson gets absolutely melted by that head kick. How about that shin? Under 3 minutes remain in round 1.
Oh, he got cracked.
Anderson's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. If he lands with the left. Oh!
Oh, he's hurt!
Oh, he might be out. punch. Don't want to be there. Now goes in and secures the takedown. And dizzy as he looks to improve position here.
Moves into full mounts. Awesome control from the top.
Going for an arm bar now.
Turns the hips. He's going to sit back. Look at this, though. Oh, this is not good at all. Oh, my God. Round's about to end, sunk in that submission, and got the victory.
Right, I mean, how do you not admire the focus of this young fighter? You could tell he was looking for that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it. He stayed patient, let the setup do its thing, and ultimately the submission materializes organically late in the round. High-level stuff out of that young fighter here tonight.
And one more time from this angle, we can see that armbar locked in tight for the tap. And finally, one more time, no choice but to tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That is a finish they will likely be talking about for some time. Big win, major statement made to the rest of this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 18 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, George Rush St. Pierre!
C'est bon. Outstanding performance out of the UFC middleweight champion, George St. Pierre, here tonight. Really hard to find anything that you would quantify as a glaring weakness when you watch this guy perform. And once again, GSP steals the show, closes the show here tonight. That is one hell of a fighter right there. All right, coming up next, a light heavyweight matchup between Nick Diaz and Misha Cirkunov. Very interesting stylistic matchup forthcoming here. You gotta think this fighter is trying to figure out how to get the fight to the ground at all costs, to use his beautiful guard-cutting ability. Cuts it as well as anybody in this division. And it's not just the technique, it's the athleticism that allows him to be so successful and get that advantageous position on the ground. A lot of guys just haven't seen seamless transitions like the ones brought to the table by this young man. We'll see if this fight goes to the canvas, if he has the advantage we expect him to have.
This guy is taking shots to the jaw that would put many fighters unconscious and pressed forward as if nothing happened. His chin is legendary.
Amidst his second UFC stint, here is the wildly popular 209 rep out of Stockton, California, the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu fighter, Nick Diaz. He has fought and beaten some of the best names in the sport. Idle since 2015 when he fought Anderson Silva. We all look forward to Nick Diaz's return when the world undoubtedly will be watching.
Nick Diaz combines attitude with elite cardio, a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and outstanding boxing to make for a dangerous combination inside the octagon.
And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. 4 years apart, with some differences in height and a similar reach. And now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a judo fighter, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Misha Cirkunov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 26 wins, 10 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, USA, Nick Diaz! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready, fight. Ready.
Matchup of southpaws here.
Tags him. Tries a Superman punch, falls short.
Continues to eat power shots here.
Welcome to the jungle.
Certainly showing off some good hands here tonight. Cirkunov gets caught with that punch. Throwing that jab, no good.
Hit him with the jab. He landed a huge uppercut.
That will not feel good tomorrow.
Lands a huge
right
him with that right hand. He's teeing off with some vicious shots.
Big left.
Oh, big shot.
He's got him right here.
Big shot to the head. He's stunned. He's in trouble. Huge uppercut misses.
Nice punch by Cirkunov.
Oh!
Oh, misses with the jab.
This could be it. Nice takedown. He's moved to full guard.
Trying to set up a guillotine here, Joe. The question is, does he have the neck?
He's got that guillotine locked in tight. He might get it here. Look at this. His guillotine is nasty. Stunning. Stunning, and he really made it look easy. He got the choke for the tap.
So yeah, it came down to tap out or go to sleep, and his opponent chose the former. The choke was clearly sunk in deep. Perfect technique, and ultimately that is one of the bigger wins of his career. He gets it done by submission here tonight.
Let's see it again here. Deep guillotine choke, full guard for the tap. And let's watch it here one more time. Deep submission and the tap.
So a seminal moment for him here tonight, Joe Rogan, as he gets the win by way of submission. Certainly one of the bigger wins of his career, and as big a statement as he could have made here tonight. Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 50 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a guillotine choke, Misha Cirkunov.
So there he is, your winner by way of submission, and candidly, Joe, I'm not sure this night could have gone any better. He did have some doubters coming in. He said, I got to mute those naysayers, and they're not going to keep quiet unless I can actually get this guy out of there. So mission accomplished. No judges necessary tonight. He gets the submission, and now all that's left is to celebrate with his coaches and training partners. What a moment for this oncoming fighter here tonight. All right, straight ahead, it's a light heavyweight matchup between Anderson the Spider Silva and Mauricio Shogun Rua. So here he is, the former UFC light heavyweight champion and Pride Grand Prix winner, Shogun Rua. What he accomplished in winning that Pride Grand Prix back in 2005 is still considered by many to be the greatest single year produced by a mixed martial artist. And now well beyond his 35th birthday, Joe, Shogun Rua still proving to be a force among the division's elite.
Mauricio Shogun Rua, the former UFC light heavyweight champion and the winner of the Pride Middleweight Grand Prix, is one of the greatest and most devastating strikers in the history of the sport.
is the Curitiba, Brazil native Anderson the Spider Silva. Still considered by many to be the greatest of all time. You know what he did at the beginning of his UFC career, 16-0, 10 successful middleweight title defenses, and is still proving deep into his 40s that he can still be competitive. This is a guy who still has the hunger and the drive to make the walk, and as such, with his sons in his corner at times, Anderson Silva still competing and getting it done.
Anderson Silva is the most successful middleweight champion in mixed martial arts history. A devastating Muay Thai striker with a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Silva is 6 years his senior. He is 1 inch taller. He will have a 1 inch reach advantage. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 10 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, Mauricio Shogun Rua. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and Jiu-Jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 34 wins, 8 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, Anderson the Spider Silva! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, third man in the octagon for this one.
You ready? Let's go, come on!
Big shots! Oh!
How about that shin? Well, he left his body wide open there for that hook shot, Joe, and he paid for it. He is leaning in. I know he's got the guard high, but that means the body is exposed, and the opposition took full advantage there.
Ooh, that was a big left hand he connected with.
Oh! Front kick to the body by Rua.
Powerful jab.
And now he lands a combination. Oh! That strike blocked by Silva.
Oh! Beautiful knee to the body.
Oh!
Kicked him in the face!
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
This could be it right here.
Oh, he might be out.
Oh, very nice.
Oh! Huge shot there, lands flush. Yet again, he avoids the clinch. Lands the left punch now, followed by a right. Rua's lower jaw now, Joe, starting to show some signs of swelling.
Kick lands. Oh, spinning back fist. He solved it right there. Very nice. Tying up here in the clinch.
That's a good knee to the body.
Back to over-under.
Rua gets double underhooks here in the clinch. Normally now he'll try to change levels and go for a takedown.
He's got one leg in between them, so he's in half guard here.
Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch.
Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy. Arm triangle attempt here. He's got that arm trapped. Scoots his hips back, sprawls. Now he's fully got the triangle locked in. He got it, he got it.
Will do it.
Nicely done. was almost over, but he sunk in the submission and got the victory.
Yeah, you've got to admire the focus and the commitment to getting the finish. You could tell he was in hot pursuit of that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it, so he sets it up beautifully, lets it materialize almost organically, and ultimately gets the desired result.
And one last time, super tight choke, and he's out. And it's over before he even gets a chance to tap.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight. All right, Bruce Buffer has the official decision. Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki is called to stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 30 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission, Mauricio Shogun Rua.
So there he is, folks, Mauricio Shogun Rua enjoying yet another seminal moment with his teammates. This man has been there, he has done that. And tonight, the former UFC champion puts it all together once again. Shogun Rua, your winner in a big way here tonight. All right, coming up next, it's a light heavyweight tilt between Jon Jones and Michael Bisping. So here's the former UFC middleweight champion, Michael Bisping. This is a born fighter. Love him or hate him, he is polarizing, but there is no denying what this man has accomplished in the UFC. Count him out at your own peril. A lot of people did against Luke Rockhold at UFC 199. Michael Bisping brought the belt back to his native Manchester.
Michael Bisping has some of the best cardio inside the octagon. He's also one of the most underrated fighters in the UFC's middleweight division. Time after time, he has proven himself amongst the best in the world.
So back in 2011, he became the youngest champion in UFC history. Johnny Bones has gone on to become the consensus greatest mixed martial artist of all time. Every skill in the book, he has got it. He has dominated, and in terms of the strength of schedule, you can argue no UFC champion has had it tougher than Jon Bones Jones.
Jon Jones is a supremely gifted athlete. He is explosive with his takedowns and his strikes, and he can be very creative in his attacks. Spinning elbows, heel kicks, he is a human highlight reel.
And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. Jones is 30, Bisping is 38. Jones will have a 9-inch reach advantage. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 31 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Manchester, England, Michael the Cat Bisping! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a look-see-do fighter, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Jon Bones Jones! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
Here we go. So with 18 career wins by knockout or TKO, the UK's biggest mixed martial arts star by far. Here is the former UFC middleweight champion, Michael the Count Bisping. He has battled injuries, he has battled adversity, he has battled naysayers, and Michael Bisping has emerged through it all, and his future undeniably lies in the UFC Hall of Fame. His present, this matchup tonight with a fellow top middleweight. And that one certainly found the target. Joe, your thoughts on what we'll see in this matchup tonight?
One thing to keep an eye out for in this fight is the wrestling and the takedowns of Jon Jones. Jon Jones can do it all, but his wrestling is quite special. Good defense there. Tying him up here in the clinch.
Judo toss is good.
Excellent movement here on the ground. Working from the mounted crucifix.
Oh, might be an armbar submission here, Joe.
He's got that arm secured. He's got the elbow to the body. Very close here. He's got it. Now he wants to lift that elbow up while pushing that hand down. That's a wrap, folks. Beautiful technique setting it up, and a beautiful job in getting that submission.
Yeah, that is high-level stuff out of him there, Joe, to finish the submission. It's one thing to get the dominant position. It's another thing to close the show, and he certainly did that here tonight. That's a big one.
And here's the end. And here it is again, absolutely perfectly executed. And one more time, nice technique here on this submission.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 27 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission, Jon Bones!
So Johnny Bones does it again. Congratulations to Jon Jones, to Mike Winkeljohn, to the rest of the team. This is a big win here tonight. A lot of people wanted to see where Jon Jones was at this stage of his career, and I think he proved here tonight. This is still a very prime Jon Jones, and on his best night, he's the best light heavyweight in the world. Certainly proved as much here tonight. Congratulations to the UFC light heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones. All right, coming up next, a matchup at 205 pounds between George St. Pierre and Misha Cirkunov. Well, it's a rare skill for a fighter to be able to stand in the pocket and avoid taking significant damage. But if you've watched the film on this young fighter, that's exactly what he's able to do. He frustrates and exhausts his opponents, and he stays pretty relaxed because he's so defensively sound. He uses movement and defense to set up his offense. Consummate sticker and mover. He gets his head off of the center line, and even when you think you have him in a compromising position, more often than not, he's able to swivel that head and get out of harm's way.
This guy's an arm bar and a leg lock specialist. In every fight that you see him in the octagon, he looks to secure a limb and finish with a submission.
Is the UFC middleweight champion, George St. Pierre, after his 12th consecutive win in November of 2013. GSP walked away from the game returned with flying colors 3.5 years later in 2017, only to become a two-division UFC champion. Georges St-Pierre is back and seemingly better than ever, Joe.
Georges St-Pierre literally has no weaknesses. He has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, outstanding striking, and some of the best takedowns in mixed martial arts.
Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. More than 5 years apart, with some differences in height and a similar reach. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a judo fighter holding a professional record of 13 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Misha Cirkunov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Georges St-Pierre. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Miragliotta.
Dan Miragliotta, your referee.
You ready? You ready?
And we are underway.
Lands a giant kick. Hit him hard with that hook.
That'll sting.
Big body shot. To the body.
Nice jab there, Joe. Oh, slips to avoid the right.
Almost hits him with that left hook.
GSP gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. Looked like it did stun him a little bit.
He's in big trouble. Nice leg kick.
Effective punch there by the Canadian Cirkunov. Well, Joe, you got to fault the strategy here. I'm not saying he bet on the opponent, but he's moving right into that straight punch and right into his opponent's striking range. He would be wise to get his head off of the center line and stop leaning in. How about that shin?
Oh, beautiful kick to the body. Oh, and he ate a front kick. Beautiful timing with the left hand.
Wow! He's got him hurt here. Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round 1. Oh!
Front kick to the face. He's very wobbly. He's trying to hang on. Beautiful body shot there, too. Really threw a lot of power into that uppercut, but missed.
Just missing on the uppercut there. Under a minute now to go in the round. Punches blocked. Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Cirkunov. Oh! He's out!
Landed a hard kick for the knockout.
Well, yeah, Joe, that fight was over as soon as that kick made contact. And with this particular striker, you are playing with poison if you don't get that guard up. You know these kicks are coming. You know they're coming in bunches. And that was a near-perfect land. Nailed the target. Full extension on the kick. And that's one of the better highlights we've seen here recently inside the octagon.
Let's see it one more time.
And there he is, all smiles. What a huge knockout he turned in here tonight. That is one they'll be talking about for some time. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta is going to stop this contest at 4 minutes, 25 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, George Rush St. Pierre!
All right, so George Rush St. Pierre getting back to what he does best here tonight. Another dominant performance in a career full of big efforts in the biggest of situations. And even when his opponents think they know what's coming, few men can stop GSP. That was once again the case here tonight. It is a light heavyweight showdown between Mauricio Shogun Rua and Jon Jones. A man with all the skills and the accolades to show for it, the future Hall of Famer and former UFC light heavyweight champion, Johnny Bones Jones. No fighter, no champion in UFC history has had a more difficult strength of schedule. Jon Jones dominant every step of the way. His future undeniably is in the UFC Hall of Fame.
Jon Jones has been incredibly successful against some of the very best fighters on the planet Earth. He is an immense talent.
Well, the Muay Thai game's still going strong for the decorated former UFC light heavyweight champion and Pride Grand Prix winner, Mauricio Shogun Rua. And Joe, what he accomplished in winning that Pride Grand Prix back in 2005, still considered by many to be the greatest single year produced by an MMA fighter. And here, well beyond his 35th birthday, Shogun Rua still proving to be a force among the sports elite.
Shogun Rua is a very skilled Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu artist. He attacks relentlessly from every angle. He is an overwhelmingly effective striker and has a ton of confidence in his takedown defense and ground game.
And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. Jones is 30, Rua is 36. Jones is 3 inches taller. He will have an 8-inch reach advantage. And now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a look-see-do fighter, holding a professional record of 23 wins and 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Jon Bones Jones! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 10 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, Mauricio Shogun Rua! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Miragliotta.
So Dan Miragliotta shares the cage.
You ready? You ready?
And we are underway. So here's the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jon Jones. In nearly every fight, he's going to have a massive reach advantage. So we'll see what he chooses to do here in the early going, if he leans on the grappling or the wrestling. But that reach is a very powerful thing in modern-day mixed martial arts. It's one thing to have a reach advantage. It's another thing to use it as masterfully as Jon Jones has done in the past.
Clean uppercuts to the head. He's hanging on.
Whoa!
Oh, he's not
enter the pocket there unprotected. You got to figure out a way to get your guard up a little bit. Another kick lands to the head there. And let's see if he and his corner can make the proper adjustments defensively to avoid any further head kicks here in this fight.
He's got his back fully flattened out.
And he connects there, Joe.
Gets his back one more time. Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position. Look at this reversal. And now he's in full mount.
Elbow now to the head. That one landed by Jones.
Big shot from the bottom. Hip escape. And he's out of the full mount. Nicely done. He's got the full mount.
Elbow landed there by Jones.
He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground. He's working from full mount again.
And he connects with the punch. Oh, elbow up top by Jones. Elbow's landing now.
He's getting off some very nice ground and pound here. That's a clean left hand. Good punch. Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground. Staying busy.
45 seconds remain in the round. And busy as he looks to improve position here.
He's moved back into side control once more. He's got a half guard here. He's back to full mount again.
5 minutes in the books. Well, he showed off his powerful striking there with a knockdown. Great round from Jon Jones.
Yeah, that knockdown should have won him the round. It was a big moment in the fight. Here's a vicious kick that results in a knockdown. Let's take a look at that again. And let's take a closer look at that from a different angle.
Do not pass. Stay in the guard and do your damage. Understand? I don't want you to pass this round.
Brittany Palmer holding it down for us here. Second round underway.
At the end of that round, his opponent was clearly hurt. He's going to look to start this round off fast and try to pick up where he left off. Jon Jones has fantastic wrestling, fantastic use of space and distance. Oh! He is stumbling.
Oh, he might be out.
Oh! Big left.
Well, he left his head open there, Joe, and he got cracked with that jab. He was almost moving into it. So let's see if he can switch up the footwork here, Joe, and make the requisite adjustments.
God, look at that takedown, man. He hip escapes. He's out of the full mount. Trying to pass there, but he gets stopped.
Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom.
He's moved back into side control.
Yeah, get on that head and listen. I need elbows. I need elbows.
Hua gets caught with that punch. Pretty significant belt to the left side.
He's posturing up here. Now he gets the full mount again. Armbar. He's got the arm here. Now he's going to throw his leg over. He's got that armbar locked in. Throw the leg over the face.
He might get a finish here.
Any second now, he might have to tap. That armbar is very, very deep.
That's it.
A beautiful job in setting up this armbar. Excellent technique.
Yeah, really impressive work out of him here tonight. He had to work for it, no doubt about it, but a nice job to isolate and ultimately secure the arm and then get the tap from the arm bar. So a pretty submission finish turned in by that fighter here tonight.
And one more time from this angle, we can see that arm bar locked in tight for the tap. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar.
Well, he is still the consensus greatest mixed martial artist of all time, according to a lot of people, and tonight's performance is going to do nothing to take away from that. A big win for Johnny Bones Jones here tonight. A lot of people thought, given this training camp, that maybe he would be up against it in this matchup. Well, still all Jon Jones when that octagon door closes. And this is a big one for him, for his Jackson Wink MMA team. I think they proved a lot to the MMA masses here tonight. Massive victory for Johnny Bones Jones. Coming up next, it's a light heavyweight championship fight between Georges St-Pierre and Jon Jones. So here he is, Jon Bones Jones, two brothers in the NFL, but none can lay claim to being the greatest of all time. Bones Jones can, still on the right side of 30. Jon Jones back in 2011 became the youngest champion in UFC history. And to say he's still going strong would be an understatement. Jon Jones, the consensus greatest of all time, making the walk here tonight once again.
Jon Jones is a very powerful wrestler with some of the most ruthless elbow strikes we've ever seen. He is an unpredictable fighter on the feet, not afraid to throw crazy, spinning, high-risk shots, and he attacks from all kinds of angles.
Well, he has joined a long list of Hall of Fame types: Chuck Liddell, Jon Jones, Daniel Cormier. Now this man is the hunted at 205 pounds. He is the UFC light heavyweight champion. He has defended the belt. He has proven without a shadow of a doubt that he's the best 205er in the world. A lot of momentum with the challenger here tonight, though. A lot of people think we're getting a new champion. The champion is not among those. We'll see if this man can walk out the same way he walked in as the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world.
The champion headed to the cage right now is in the groove. He is in his prime right now. His training for this bout has been perfect. He believes he has a solid game plan, and he's ready to step in here and retain his title. He is well prepared for this contest.
Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. GSP is 6 years his senior. Jones is 5 inches taller. He will have an 8-inch reach advantage. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Mario Yamasaki. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a look-see-do fighter, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, presenting the challenger, Jon Bones Jones!
This is for the championship bout. I want you guys to do a clean fight. Follow my orders at all times. Defend yourself at all times. Good luck tonight. Touch gloves.
This is a fight that we have been looking forward to for a long time and is about to take place right now. I'm very excited.
All right, here we go. UFC light heavyweight title is on the line. All right, so here we go, round one. UFC light heavyweight championship is on the line. Capacity crowd on hand. Many of them here to see that man, the 205-pound king. He has successfully defended this title in the past more than once, and now looking to defend the belt again against a #1 contender who is ubiquitously regarded as the #1 guy he will have faced on this championship run. Catches the leg, then decides to let it go. Joe, your thoughts on what we might see here?
Jon Jones has a long reach and is particularly devastating with his knee strikes.
That would appear to stun him.
He's rocked. Big shot.
How about that chin?
Look at this takedown.
Jones's lower jaw is extremely swollen now.
And now he establishes side control. Now he's got the mounted crucifix.
All right, under 3 minutes now to go in round one.
Beautiful elbow there. That was a hard elbow there by the champion. He's out. He's out.
That's gonna do it.
Big ground and pound KO.
Yeah, Joe, the finish comes courtesy of some outstanding ground and pound, and it's one thing to try to score when you have your opponent in a compromised position on the ground. It's another thing to try to end the fight, and that's exactly what he was trying to do here tonight. Elbows and punches and hammer fists, one weapon after the next, and ultimately the knockout materializes. Nicely done there.
Check it out again. Boom! And then he's out.
And there he is, the king of the 205ers, the UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, and no better way to get the job done than he did tonight by knockout. Let's go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Referee Mario Yamasaki called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 18 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, George St. Pierre!
Well, he came in as the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion, and after that result, he goes out the way he came in, and still, ladies and gentlemen, and nice to see this moment now as he celebrates with his corner. That was as dominating a title defense as we've seen thus far this year, as he knocks out the #1 contender, and really in so doing, sends a message to the other contender types at 205 pounds that it's gonna take your best night and best performance, and even then, I'm still probably walking out with my belt.